Born in the high Himalayas, separated from family for 12 long years for education. Now it's time to go home. A unique story of these young ages in the world's most epic landscape. This is the story of children of the Snowland School. In an age where access to education is taken for granted in some parts of the world, this visually striking documentary looks at the dangerous expeditions undertaken by Nepalese students who, after attending a school in the city, are returning home to their rural villages after over a decade away from their families. The high Himalayan mountains of Nepal are an environmental division, once beautiful and terrifying. A place that can be inspiring but also seems too vast and unpredictable to imagine anyone surviving there for very long. Now looking a little closer, there are not only people surviving, but there are communities that are thriving. Small clusters of families who struggle through the harsh conditions to make the land their own over the generations. Nevertheless, the parents of children who were born in these villages wishes a better life for their sons and daughters and are forced into making an incredible difficult decision to send their children to the more metropolitan city of the Kathmandu, where they can get a better education. Now, over a decade later, three students face the prospect for a long, arduous journey back through the mountains to visit their families and reconnect with their origins. It is at this point in their story where documentary filmmakers Jara Balfour and the Marcus Jeffson begin Children of the Snowland, a chronicle of this most singular journey, or rather they allow the students to partially chronicle themselves, handling our camera equipment and giving them opportunity to tell their own story during what has been described as the world's longest walk home from school. They managed to form a connection with their imagined audience in a way which a camera crew simply observing them would have not allowed for. This sudden foray into rural Himalayan culture is as new to them as they feel the excitement and fear in every one of their video logs. Each narrative has a focus and allows the filmmakers to explore several different topics through the film's running time. Sangpo is the frustrated and the surprised by the lack of technology and poor living conditions that his family are forced to live in, raising questions about privilege and class. Trusting voices her concerns over the lack of emotion her mother shows upon meeting her again, forcing her to confront the repressive nature of their relationship. And Nima returns home to find his father is not there, the reason of which will become apparent, leaving him to consider the direction his own burgeoning life is taking. In the middle of all of this, an earthquake strikes Nepal, causing great devastation across the country. The changes happening all around these young people are beyond their control, and watching them wrestle with the consequences only to come out on top is an incredibly inspiring and often moving experience. This is the story of every children of the Snowland School. For much such inspirational stories, stay tuned with us and make sure to support us by subscribing our This Ocean of Stories. See you soon with a new uncommon story of a common person. You are watching Storiesoceanica, stories of the people for the people. Thank you.